Hey Lipsters, how you doing? Long time no see. I haven't picked up and talked with you guys in probably over a year. I have a lot of content and a lot of catching up to do, so this will be a video that I do all of the above and more because I miss y'all and y'all need to know what's going on in my life. So yeah, I will be creating something. I've noticed that painting, arts and crafts has really helped with my mood, so I've been doing more of that. So you guys will be joining me along doing that today. So I was doing a little retail therapy today, and I did need some new clothes because it's been so hot in Florida. I was looking for something to put over my bed, like a statement piece, and I found the perfect thing. I love it, but I don't like the colors, so I'm going to be painting. Okay, this is my statement piece that I will be putting over my bed. My mom's favorite animal are butterflies, and it is growing on me, so I think I'm going to paint this in my favorite colors. Definitely purple somewhere in here. I'm kind of liking the gold. I may not paint that. Maybe some silver and black, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, so y'all, when I tell y'all the last year or so has been a little crazy, there's been a lot of changes, I would say, in my life, my career, all of the above. But I'm trying to think of the last video I posted. It was probably right before I started getting back on the road with my job traveling. I have since left that job, and I have been working on my new job for the last month, and I absolutely love it. It's in the same field that I'm doing, but there is no travel. There's probably like one or two places I may have to go each year, but in comparison to what I was doing and the work I was doing, it was not worth it. The pay was not worth it. They did not see my skill, and you guys know how that goes. You work hard. When I tell you, anything that's attached to my name, I want to do the best of. So in my previous job, I was a travel auditor, and I would go on the road, and I would be there from Sunday to Friday, and this could have been 1 to 2 weeks, and I was the only auditor for the whole state. And it used to be a 3-person job, and it went down to me, 1 person, and that became very tedious, very stressful, and I felt like I was not being appreciated in my position. So I met older gentleman who is from my home state and specifically my hometown, and you really do not find too many Black people that is from that area in North Carolina. So I was very intrigued, and in my travels for work, I how they have like happy hours at the hotels. Black people kind of join together, white people join together, so we just saw each other and we just started talking, and he was staying there getting his house remodeled, him and his girlfriend, and he was just giving me some advice on my career, salary, my worth, things to continue my education. So thank you, Mr. Author. I really appreciated meeting you, and you were the ignition to starting to find what I enjoyed, not what other people told me I could do, what I couldn't do, knowing my worth and what I should be paid. So I'm just so thankful for him. If I'm ever able to meet him again, I want to say thank you so much, because you really changed my mindset, my fears. A lot of people will put fear in your mind that you just do not realize. So yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Author from North Carolina. You really helped me. Thank you. So yeah, I'm going to be painting this statements piece. Definitely want purple. Hopefully this will work. Maybe some silver. There is gold. I'm not sure about that. I want some black. So probably, I do have some more black, some silver, and some purple glitter. So we'll see about that. I thought I had like sponges, but apparently, oops, I don't. So we're just gonna have to work with that. Yeah, I was going to show you guys how I paint. Let me see if I don't know if I'm able to do that, but we may just have like a chat and paint type of deal, if that's okay with y'all. So let's get to it. Okay, y'all, I don't have the whole setup, but I'm just going to be painting and I will show you my acta. So I am going to be using my Folk Art Trusted Quality paintbrushes because I cannot find my little, what I want to say, my sponges that I used on my last project. So I definitely do not want the pink on these butterflies. So here it is again. I definitely do not want the pink on these butterflies. So I'm going to be painting those pink. I'm not sure if I want to keep the white, so we'll see what's going on. I think my neighbor's doing something outside and I don't know what he's doing. He always doing something crazy. All right, so here we go. Put a little paint right here and let's see how it goes. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna have to do probably a few coats because it's coming on really thin. So what I'm gonna do is just like one coat and then I'll go back and I will do another coat because I love dark purple, and this is a really dark purple, ultraviolet. I'm sorry, royal violet. I can't read. Royal violet, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So just painting has relaxed me. I don't know if I was at a sip and paint or whatever type of deal, but I was like, oh, this is fancy. This is nice. This is really calming me down. So yeah, so getting back to last year when I started my job hunt after meeting Mr. Author, I really didn't know what field I wanted to go into. I enjoyed the field that I was working in, but at the same time where I was, it wasn't paying what I needed it to pay. Like when I tell y'all, everything went up, my rent went up, food has gone up, gas. I ended up getting a new car because my car was on its last legs. So the car that I got, it was bigger than I expected. So yeah, I just can't put regular gas in my SUV anymore. I have to put mid or premium. So yeah, fun. So yeah, I had to, budget, and like when I tell y'all, they were not paying me enough. Like there will be some times I didn't even have enough money to eat a decent meal. Like I would go to the happy hours of the hotel and just like eat all of the free snacks. And that was dinner for the night. Like how embarrassing. Like I'm representing the company here for a week and I can't even eat a decent meal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So yeah, met Mr. Author. He put some words of encouragement on my mind. I really was considering thinking. So, I always got to call my girl, my bestie, Dorothy. I love you, girl. Of course, she was trying to make me move to where she is. So she's sending me everything. I'm calling her frustrated, like, oh my goodness, these people don't appreciate me. I'm doing 3 people's jobs. Like, da 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 da. I was just hot. Like, it was really too much work for one person. And I suggested that I cross-train my coworkers. I suggested training 1 or 2 people. It was a lot. Like, I would wake up talking about work. I would dream about work. I would dream about missing my flight to go to work. You know, it was just ridiculous. So, I wasn't having it anymore. So I just started applying. I started applying to jobs in my my previous career, and I was also applying to new jobs, which I have other side hustles experiences, and you know, I was getting emails back and everything, and the pay was just not there. So I was like, Lord, just please help me, please show me the way I need to go. So when I tell you guys, like, you never know who you're gonna meet. Treat everybody that you meet the same way you treat your mama, your daddy, your best friend, your husband, your wife. Treat people the way you want to be treated. So I had one of my friends. I had one of my friends from the last job that I was working at. She was like, "Hey, are you looking for a new job?" And I'm like, heck yeah. So she was like, we have an opening and I want you to apply for it. I'm gonna refer you. So, hey, when I tell you that was the most extensive interview process, it was a month long. I had 3 interviews. I had a interview with HR. I had an interview with my supervisor, my manager, and I mean, this is all done remote because the company is based out of Michigan. So it was crazy. I was like, what else do they want from me? My blood type, my social security, everything, like my firstborn. What else do these people want? So I was just like trying my hardest to do what needed to be done, and I was just like, whew, this is a lot. So I had a really good feeling about the job. And when I said about be careful and treat people the way you want to be treated, when I got to the second interview, I'm, you know, on camera and I'm interviewing, and my now supervisor is like, oh, you audited me before 2 years ago. And I'm like, I was like a deer in headlights. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm hoping it went well. I did not remember him. I think because at that time we were still working remote and we were like doing everything via computer, email, phone. So I, you know, and I audited so many people, I did not remember. So he was like, yeah, it was a great experience. You were so helpful. And I'm just like, okay, this interview's going good. This interview's going good. So he knows my work ethic. You know, he said I was helpful. So after that, I had the last interview with the manager, and that was kind of like confirmation, like, yes, like they gave me above my asking price. They were like, yeah, we could do better than that. They have so many good benefits. It was just dumb of me to say no to them. Like, it was all that I've asked and more. So I'm just so thankful to God that he first put in my friend's mind to refer me, and then, you know, succeed everything that I asked for. And the other day, I remember I was at work and I was just thinking about how good God has been to me. Like, last year, I asked for very specific prayers. I asked for a new car. I asked for better pay, a new job, you know, more respect. And I asked for, you know, very specific things. I'm not going to go into all of them, but God has showed up and showed out, like everything and more. And I'm just like, thank you, God. Like, it's tough when a job that you go to all day long, after hours, before hours, overtime, whatever you may have it, doesn't appreciate your work. And I was at my last job for 6 years, and those 6 years were not easy. They were not easy at all. Like, I don't know what it is about me, but I'm myself everywhere I go. I don't meet a stranger. I'm bubbly. I talk to people. Like, that's my personality. And when people don't like me, I just brush it off because I'm like, I'm me. You ain't gonna change me. So I literally just take it with a grain of salt. But when your, supervisor is trying to sabotage your name and your work on your job, that ain't cool. And there has been plenty of times I have said I was walking off the job, but my dad is like, we do not quit. You do not let somebody make you quit your job. So, I just asked for a blessing, and that happened. Okay. So, I had to figure out who was walking in my house. Yeah, that was my boyfriend. But yeah, so I'm just so thankful for everything. So, my health is doing better. I have chosen to take better care of myself, to love on myself, to get massages, to, do a little razzle dazzle sometimes, treat yourself to a new outfit or something. So I got my first chemical peel on my face. I win a lot of stuff, y'all. Like, I win a lot of giveaways and freebies, the ones they do online. So I saw on Instagram one day that they were having a grand opening of a new spa in town. So I asked my sorority sister, I was like, hey sis, what you doing after work? And she was like, oh, nothing. I'm like, come with me to this new Black-owned spa. So we went, we're foodies, so we up in there eating all the food and everything. We crazy. So I signed up for, a giveaway. Didn't really know what it was. So then I told them, I was like, this is going to be the winning name, the winning number, winning email, whatever I did. And they were just like, okay, who won? Me. But I actually missed the first appointment, and I was like, oh shoot, these people are not gonna uphold my winnings, but they did. And I rescheduled, called, and I was first going in for it was like something needling. Oh my goodness, I can't remember the name right now. It was called something needling, and it's supposed to help with your skin. So if you guys don't know, I have hormonal acne. I've had it ever since, I would say, middle school, high school, where I just broke out with acne. It's worse when I'm on my cycle, and if I'm stressed out, if I'm not eating right, I just break out, like on my face. Nothing has helped out. I've been on Accutane. I've tried everything on TV, Proactive, Noxzema, you name it. So I was like, of course I want to support a new business, a new Black woman-owned business. And she was like, hey, I think in your case, you would do better with a chemical pill. And she's like, have you ever had one? And I'm like, that sounds painful. What the heck is a chemical pill? So she just told me it was going to be a little spicy, and it was gonna feel like my, a little tingle on my face, but it was gonna have some serious peeling. So if I was able to take some time to be at home, and I'm like, oh, perfect. I'm leaving one job, starting another, and I have some time in between. I start my new job. So this is perfect timing. Thank you, Lord. So she put the thing on my face. It really, it felt like maybe you put a mask on and there's like, menthol or essential oils in it, and you're kind of like, ooh, your skin feels all nice and smooth and stuff. So that maybe took 30 minutes. So she took pictures of the before. And then when I tell y'all, by like day 2, 3, my face was looking a hot mess. It was peeling like how, you know, sometimes your skin will peel from like sun damage, or I don't know, like sometimes your feet will have, like the bottom of your feet, you know, athletes may have it or whatever. But yeah, my face was looking crazy. I'll do like a little video of the process of it. But when I tell y'all, my skin underneath was glowing, I was like, why I never did this before? So mind you, this procedure was $350, but I want it for the free.